Alright guys, welcome to the fourth episode of the Social Underground. My name is Victor, and this time I do not have Tim and Flows, but I have two other friends of mine. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
No.
No? Okay.
But I will. No, I'm Kat.
Okay.
And I am Brent.
Alrighty then. Alright, Brent. Well, I guess if you want to start out with your car news.
Sure, I'll start with my car news. I'll go from oldest to newest that I have. First part of the car news is the Bugatti Veyron Vitesse, which is in 2007, I think it was, or 2009. The Bugatti Veyron 16.4 was the fastest car in the world.
Okay.
Then there came the Ultimate Aero from America that beat it, and then they responded with the Super Sport. But now they've taken the original fastest car in the world, and they chopped the roof off of it. So now you can go to 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds, which is 0.1 of a second faster, in a convertible, which makes it the fastest convertible in the world, which I think is extremely German, first of all, because they just keep going faster and faster with a piece of flimsy carbon fiber.
Right, yeah.
Obviously it's not flimsy, but once you chop the roof off, it will be flimsier. But I think that is a piece of fantastic news, and I would do many, many things to get that car.
Like what?
Yeah, like what?
Would you cut off your left testicle? I'm just curious.
No, I would give my right testicle to get it.
I'm sorry.
Really?
I know. You need to get my
That's
left.
what I said,
my
Victor.
Left it holds a special place in my heart. I need
gross.
my left one.
You're so gross.
Okay. Alright, moving on to that, because I don't want to know any of that.
No.
Is that all you have for car news?
No, I got a couple more.
Okay.
Alright, well, today's the 13th, I believe, but on the 11th, we've got news that Carroll Shelby, which is the owner of the Shelby Mustangs, he's the one that started it, he died 2 days ago from pneumonia, but he did live long enough to see the 1,000 horsepower Mustang, which is powered by the most powerful V8 in the world officially. And to go to that motor show, he was wheelchaired from the hospital to the motor show to be there for the unveiling of the 1,000 horsepower Mustang.
Oh, what is that?
It shows dedication, I think.
Yeah, it does.
Shows that he needed to watch out for himself, because catching pneumonia, I wouldn't die from pneumonia. You really gotta watch it out there. That's what it shows. Should put him in a bubble.
Right.
Yeah, and just roll him to an 89-year-old man, just roll him in a bubble.
Ah! Sorry. I'm having problems.
We can do that.
Yeah,
Shut up.
yeah.
I got it. You guys are mean.
Alright, I got a couple more.
Okay.
Do you?
Actually, I'll just do one more, so I don't take up so much time.
Please. No, please. Go on.
Okay, you have no idea how much time the flow talking the other week, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm sure Flo's talk for 90% of the time. But
That's kind of true.
the next news feed that I have is the new Viper SRT, which is not called the Dodge Viper anymore because they didn't think it was kick-ass enough. But that's different from my opinion. But they have basically redone the whole entire Viper, but they still kept the raw power of it. They have a 6.5 liter V10 engine, but they've redone the body styling, they've redone the suspension, they've redone how the engine performs, and they've redone the motifs on the car as well. So the styling's new, interior's new. It looks even better than before. It's more powerful, and they
It's so
focused
pretty.
on. It is very, and
Very
they focused
pretty.
on.
I want to be its friend.
Oh my
Just
gosh!
saying. Just saying.
They focused on it for the track days because many people, Viper owners, have brought to track days. So the ugly portion that they did of it was made it look like it has 2 cancerous tumors coming out of the roof. So your helmet can now fit inside the car when you race it. But other than that, it looks glorious. It's even faster with 650 horsepower and 600 foot-pounds of torque. If you needed the world to be restarted again, you would use that car to rev it up.
I don't think so. I wouldn't use that car.
Yeah, I would.
Just to
would.
contradict you.
I would use a Nissan Leaf. That's just my opinion. I love that car.
But that is my new favorite American muscle car.
I like that.
Coolest kid ever.
Alright, well,
Of course.
are you sure that's it for car news? You don't want to say your other ones that you said you had?
No, that's because I combined 2 in 1.
Alrighty then. That's good enough for me. I guess before we move on to like our weird New Jersey stories,
Tired eyes, relax and then count from 1 to 10 and open them. All these heavy thoughts will try to wake.
Assassin's Creed trailer, Brett, you want to talk about that?
Yes, I do want to talk about that
How does
picture.
make you feel inside?
Oh, yeah.
It made me feel
Warm and fuzzy?
betrayed. It made me feel betrayed, my friend.
Aw, poor you.
Because they make all these. The last one was called Revelation. There's nothing past Revelation. You can even look in the Bible. All there is just Revelation. That's it.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to buy the
The
box.
last book, the last game, they find out what everything's all about. That these super race that's controlling everything, and they need to gather the Eden, the apples of Eden, and it comes to zooming up on his face, and he says, "I know what to do." And which upsetted me because I knew there was going to be another one, so that didn't upset me. But it upset me that they ended with just that. Usually they have a little split scene at the end, but then that was just it. But when continuing the game into old American history, I don't get that. All you have to do is focus on real time. I was so ready to use actual guns in real time and I'd be a real time assassin in present day and kick some ass, but now I can't because I gotta spend the time with a frickin' axe mowing down some Indians. It doesn't make sense to me.
And a bear. Did you not see in the trailer you got to fight a bear?
Yes, I did see that.
What is not awesome about
That
fighting
is
a bear?
pretty exciting.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I have to agree, there is some exciting parts.
Yeah. So,
I think the actual gameplay of the game of fighting everything, there'll be new moves, there'll be new weapons, that'll be exciting and be very entertaining, and I'll like it very much, but I don't like how they extended the storyline.
well, I don't know.
How
I
about...
think it should... Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say something, but I figured that's kind of mean. Don't say it. So I didn't say it.
You say it.
Well, I was gonna say, and no offense, get over it. I don't know. Just deal with the fact that that's the game and that's how it's gonna be, and just accept it and play it for what it is.
This is a discussion, and I'm saying that it's stupid.
Yes, I realize. And I'm saying get
Dumb.
over it.
Dumb.
Get over it.
And
Get over it.
Dumb.
Get over it.
So is that going to be your Christmas present for Brent, Kat?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So you're going to make,
I already got him.
It would
I
be
already
a
got him
love-hate
Forza.
relationship.
yeah, but that was last year. You can't, that's not going to hold up for this year.
Listen, friend, that was an expensive video game.
Well, you got to
All video games are the same price.
I'm gonna get the same price, and you paid for it.
I have been.
I haven't. You complain too much.
I'm afraid you're going to have to shell out those $60 for that game, Brent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know about, like you said, Brent, about that modern sort of thing where you get to use guns, because then it would kind of be more like a spy thing instead of an assassin. So,
Yeah, but they can still have that hidden knife and everything. It's just that, because the whole point of being an assassin is so you're not caught. The gun would just be backup in case you got caught. In this case, you could just use that assassination knife. It would just be, like, you can make it
you do a pretty terrible job at being
have your elbow or something down.
You'd be a pretty bad assassin if you have to use your gun.
Yeah, exactly. So that way
No
they
guns.
can
No
reinvent
guns.
the
No guns,
assassination knife.
Why you gotta be so violent?
Because that's
Why?
the world that we live in right now.
It's Assassin's Creed.
Cruel world.
Violence is the game.
You know what they should do that would really throw everybody for a loop? They should make it a nice guy. They should make him a teacher. He can be like, oh, you know what? I don't want to kill people anymore. I want to teach children how to
Well,
read.
he doesn't want to kill people. He's just trying to win. If he could win without killing people, he would.
No. See, he has knives and weapons. He wants to kill people. So why doesn't one day a little kid...
self-defense.
Stop it. Little kid runs across the street. He almost kills the kid. He's like, I don't know how to read. So he's like, oh my god, I gotta teach this kid how to read. So he teaches the kid how to read. The kid becomes his little minion. Now he has an apprentice. The story continues. You're welcome. I can tell you're in love with this idea.
And that's why you're a business major and not anywhere close near video games.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Sure, I'll imagine they make a Care Bears version of Assassin's Creed too. Reading and rainbows and, yeah. Okay.
And you know what else? That would be smart. It'd open up the market to children. Because now they can play the game. They'd be like, oh my god, ABCs. I know how to read
Children
now.
already play Assassin's Creed.
Well, now they'll learn something instead of just mindlessly going around stabbing people.
No, you do learn stuff. There's little footnotes on everything. You get to learn
But
about...
if they can't read, how do they read them?
Then that's not the first game they play.
Nope. I think Victor will
Great
back me up on this. Victor, back me up.
Just no. I don't think he is.
He will.
No.
That's a pretty horrible idea, though funny.
Yeah, I agree.
But,
Because you're guys, you don't understand.
right, because, yeah, we can't read, we're guys. We don't care about reading. So,
I could teach you, but I have to charge.
Okay. It is, I just thought of that song,
Well.
that milkshake song.
Yeah. That's the point. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a horrible point. Why? Moving on to news, I guess in New Jersey that pertains to us a little bit.
Way up in the air, you're finally free and you can stay up there.
They're banning texting while walking in, what's the town again? Fort Lee, which I don't know where that is. Do you guys know where that is?
Ortley? Isn't Ortley Beach south when you go along the coast? So I think it's about an hour away.
Fort
Lee?
No, Fort.
Wait, Fort Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With an F?
Not Ortley.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
Fort
Oh,
Lee.
I thought you said Ortley.
No.
See? Assassin's Creed Teacher's Edition. Go ahead, Victor.
But anyway.
Just saying.
Yeah, they're banning it, and apparently, whoever gets caught gets a ticket for $85, which is, I don't know, that's a bit excessive for me.
Yeah.
Like 50, I don't know, 50 is like tops for texting while walking, I guess. But $85.
Yeah, and what happens when someone wants to go to court with that? And then they go before a judge and say, alright, well, why do you disagree? Because I wasn't texting. I was just you could say you were looking through pictures on your phone. How are they gonna know?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be the police's word against your word, and you're going to lose. So just don't look at your phone. Ever.
So if a policeman comes by, then you have to just look away from your phone? What
Yeah, like
you're
a
looking
teacher.
Why do you keep bringing up a teacher?
No, that was just an example. Because in high school, you always used your phone. You never had it out. You always put it away. And the teacher came over, you just kind of put it in your crotch and then just walked by you. So when you're walking down the street of that town, you put the phone in between your legs and kind of hop. And then once you get past them, then you can look at your phone again. Victor, can we move on to the next subject? It's pissing me off.
Please just move on to another subject to hide her losing situation.
Fred, I'm going to punch you right in the nads one day. It's going to hurt real bad.
You've already done that, and yes, it does hurt bad.
Good. Please, I'll video it and put it on YouTube for you, Victor.
Yeah, sure. Put yourself on while walking.
Here.
Anyway.
Obviously.
Then you're gonna owe me $85.
Yeah, okay. I don't think so.
Yeah, you guys can split the ticket. Anyway.
Yeah, that's not happening either. Anyway.
Moving on.
Gravity will try to pull you down, but not this time. When the sun
Another
goes
guy
down
from New Jersey. We're all so proud to be from New Jersey. He implanted magnets into his arm so his iPod can stay in place on his wrist. Which, that is another stupid idea. New Jersey does not have stupid ideas.
Because I realized the guy said that piercings go like that all the time, so it's not a big deal because the piercings can just have magnets in them or whatever. But to put a bunch of them purposely in a group just so your iPod can stay there, I'm pretty sure they make those straps that go around your arm. They work fine. I don't see what was wrong with that.
I don't know.
Actually, just saying, that could, in the long run, be a good idea. In the long run. Because I feel like people... What, Victor?
Putting magnets inside your skin?
Well, let's just put it this way. In the future, people aren't going to be wearing watches anymore. They're just going to be built into your skin. So you just look at your skin and you're like, oh, okay, it's 10:56. Or, oh, okay, it's noon. So he's just one step ahead of the game. You're going to be putting computers in your forearms.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about long run.
Are you talking
This guy is an innovator. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'll give him he's an innovator, but he's a stupid innovator.
All innovators are stupid until things catch on. Then he's not so stupid anymore.
That is not true.
Victor, you're going to be laughing when in 40 years you get magnets in your arm for something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be laughing. I'll probably be crying from the pain.
You're welcome, Victor. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I totally disagree. If you're
You would disagree.
talking about the watch situation, What happened
Yes.
first? First we had sundials, so the sun told us what the time was. Then we got clocks that we could look in the rooms to see what it was, or maybe they could...
We got chickens, and roosters.
Good point. We're gonna have roosters in our wrists.
Okay, well then we progressed to looking at clocks, so we're constantly bringing time closer to ourselves and more convenient. I think
Exactly.
that the convenience of having a watch is good enough, because you just keep it on your wrist. Is it convenient to know what time it is when just all the time in your skin? Like, what if you want a tattoo in that area? You can't. You can't anymore
have
because
another
there's
wrist.
a damn watch.
You have another wrist.
I'm scared of the future. They're coming out with so many weird things.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially with the ideas that Kat wants to happen. I'm kind of even more scared now.
No, if she becomes the CEO, we're all screwed.
Oh, I will become a CEO, thank you.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah,
not
so we're all
screwed. Everything will everything will be
No,
brilliant. You'll have wrists for free.
The apocalypse
wrists.
is not at the end of this year. It is in 2030 when she's the CEO.
Well, poop you, sir.
No.
Oh, crap.
Another New Jersey story.
Time for you to shine brighter than a shooting star. So shine no matter where you
People probably heard of that lady that is like super extremely extra crispy, and oh my god, I don't even know how to describe her on a scale of 1 to 10. She's like a 12 on her tanning job, but they made an action figure out of her, and I just thought that was kind of funny. So, and it costs, how much did it say it costs? Like $30, I think, for the
Yeah,
for the doll.
a bargain, really.
The doll looks hideous, by the way. It doesn't even look tan. It looks burnt red.
A perfect resemblance to the woman.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Just horrible. Like, why do people in New Jersey just, I don't know, they just give us a bad name.
And even if the daughter didn't go to the tanning booth and didn't tan, it doesn't matter because the lady already is screwed up to begin with, because there's a point where tanning goes from looking good to looking like leather, and she went to leather, and that's just way
Tanning
too
doesn't look
far.
good at all, period. You should just be happy with the skin you're in, because some people don't even have skin.
I agree. White looks good.
Alright, not that white, but, you know.
Okay, you know what? You had me and you lost me.
But yeah,
It
that
happens.
lady reminds me of that episode of SpongeBob where they were trying to get a tanning job, and then they just like,
And they were sun bleached.
yeah, they were something. This lady is like beyond that. Oh, God, she's horrible. But moving on.
fill the darkest night with a brilliant light, 'cause it's time for you to
Remember, I
shine
saw
brighter than
an article where this guy wants to go for the world record of fist pumping for 17 hours straight. How stupid is that? Surprisingly,
That guy's midget. That's what he is.
surprisingly, the guy is not from New Jersey. He's like from Wisconsin or something. But
Ew, Wisconsin.
yeah,
Well, then again, what is there else to do in Wisconsin besides eat cheese? Gotta do something with your time. Might as well fist pump.
chicken cows.
Good luck.
You could
That's
raise on
17 more hours. No one has to deal with me.
What else can you do? You can stack hay. I don't know.
That all sounds terribly boring. See, I would go cow tipping. That's what I would do. I'd go cow tipping for 17 hours straight. 'Cause that sounds like fun.
Just got a line of cows.
That must be a world record.
Yeah. Domino effect. I just tip one cow over and they all just, moo all the way
Oh
down.
my god, I can picture that right now. That would be...
Isn't it fun? It's fun to even imagine.
Just like simultaneous moos. Moo, moo, moo. That'd be funny.
I think we should do that. Victor, come back here, and then we'll all take a trip out to, I don't know, somewhere with cows. Wisconsin's too far. We'll find somewhere else with cows that's closer.
Yeah.
And then we will just line them all up somehow. I'll just be a cow whisperer, because I'm kind of chunky. I think I can relate to them. So, I'll just be like, hey, I'm one of you guys. Why don't we just all fall in line? And everyone will be like, okay, or moo. And then we'll get in line. Just moo. Cow tipping. That's how you do it.
Yeah, so all the people
It's a great foreshadowing.
yeah, cow tipping, that's how you do it. Apparently.
No matter where you are tonight. Whoa.
Movies, when are you guys gonna go see the Avengers?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Nice.
Yes, sir.
Can't really talk about it then.
My brother saw it.
Oh, okay. He didn't spoil it.
Did you see it already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was it fantastic? Was it amazing? Did you want to see it again?
I don't know if I want to see it again, but it was pretty good. It was better than I expected because I'm not a big superhero movie fan. So, yeah, I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. Like, the only movie that's better, well, at least in my opinion, is The Dark Knight. That's like my all-time favorite movie.
That was a good movie.
But
Very
yeah,
good movie.
You can't really compare it to other superhero movies because I don't know if you guys have a favorite, but there aren't really any good ones.
I like Thor. That was a good movie.
Yeah, a little bit. Like Spider-Man.
No, Victor doesn't like that.
Spider-Man was horrible for me. Captain America wasn't that good. Hulk was disastrous. Like the only movies that I liked were the X-Men movies. They were pretty good.
I like X-Men. I'm just gonna say it. Sorry.
What'd you say?
What?
What'd you say?
I don't like X-Men.
Oh, what? Why?
I can say it in French if you want. I don't know. I just don't.
So what would be like?
I really have no valid reason.
Oh, okay. What would be like your favorite superhero movie so far?
I'm not really into superheroes. I don't know. I'll have to decide after. Brent, take your hands away from your face. Thank you.
One.
Because Brent, I
don't have one to pick.
Brent, yours is going to be like Iron Man, isn't it? From what I know about you.
Yeah, it's between Iron Man and The Dark Knight. Those are my two favorite superhero movies.
Yeah.
I think it might edge over. I think Iron Man might edge over until probably I see the new movie for what's it called? The sequel for The Dark Knight. I forget what the title's called.
The Dark Knight Rises.
The Darker Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that might edge over. I'm not sure. I'll have to see.
You know, that's why it's funny because for some reason Iron Man just pisses me off, and Robert Downey Jr. as a person just kind of doesn't do it for me. I don't know why.
He doesn't do it for you?
The actor for Iron Man you don't like?
Yeah, I don't like Robert Downey Jr. Like Sherlock Holmes I wasn't really a big fan of that movie. And
Really?
yeah, no, not really. Iron Man.
I love Robert Downey Jr. I think he does a fantastic job.
Brighter than the shoes.
crying in the background?
She's not crying, but she's kind of like whining.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was gonna say, that's not me.
No.
Victor, what have we told you about holding children hostage in your basement?
Can you please not?
To not hold more than 5? Was that it?
No. You said more than 3.
Oh.
Oh, Victor.
Why, are you gonna go change it or feed it?
Yeah, she was really crying. Like a lot.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you don't feed them.
Well, if you chain someone to the wall, what do you expect?
I don't know, for them to still be there when I come home.
Maybe.
Oh god. If I put this portion up on YouTube, there's gonna be people coming at me. Like,
Yeah, they're gonna come after you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to surrender. I'm like, yeah, okay, they're over there. Just take them. Okay, that's it for music. I mean, for music, what the hell? For movies, move on to music.
To my eyes when the fire starts and fan the flame so hot it melts our hearts. Oh, the pouring rain.
Owl City, yay, coming out with a new album in 2 days. Called Shooting Star, I believe. And for people that don't know who Owl City is, I guess he's most known for that song Firefly that came out like, what was it, like 2 years ago? Was it that it came out?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a cute little poppy song. It's adorable.
But yeah, Owl City, like, if people didn't know, is like a one-man band. And, yeah, the song is Shooting Star. It's gonna have four songs on the EP. And they should definitely give it a listen, because it makes you feel good inside. Can't describe it any other way.
It's very optimistic, very uplifting, very peppy. You want to skip. You just want to skip. When you hear that song, you're having a bad day, you want to skip down the street. Not in the middle, like on the sidewalk, so you don't get hit by a car. But you want to skip. That's the point.
In the
you just want to
bicycle
skip
lane.
somewhere.
Not
Yes, the bicycle
on
lane.
the double yellow.
No.
Okay?
But yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, it's a good song. I'll leave it at that. I won't add more to that. I'll also get in trouble. But, yeah. What else? Any music that you guys are into these days?
Dubstep.
Really into?
Dubstep.
Dubstep.
Dubstep. Dubstep. And
Tell me
dubstep.
you're kidding.
Dubstep.
Oh yeah.
No,
You like the dub? You like the...
Yeah, no, I'm not big into dubstep. I've actually never heard a Skrillex song in my life. And I don't think...
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
You live under a rock, friend.
I feel safe under that rock, friend. So, yeah. Brent, what about you? What have you been listening to other than dubstep?
Dubstep.
Well, yeah, I've been listening. Actually, my sister bought a lot of songs for her iPod, and she's going to convert some of those dubstep songs to my USB thumb drive so I can play them in my car.
I call them wub-wub songs, by the way. That's dubstep.
Oh! You can actually speak dubstep.
Wub-wub-wub.
Actually. Yeah. You just walk around and go, whoa, 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 whoa. And that's all you do, like the whole day. And people are like, whoa!
Oh, I totally...
I'm really good at it, actually. Yeah, totally, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I hate dubstep so much. It, like, ruined the music industry. Then I hated it, but I didn't hate it as much.
Yeah, they kind of
Do you like
just
country
took
music,
over.
Victor?
I don't like it nor dislike it. I'm in the middle. So.
That's you're in the middle.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Okay, well, how do you feel about 80s songs?
What kind of 80s songs are we talking about?
Like 80s like pop, even 80s like rock. It's like, how do you feel about that? Because I just got a new car.
Like Aha and that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Sure, I like it.
Do you love it?
I won't say
Good.
that. Yeah, I won't say that I love it, but yeah, I like it.
Not this time. Let your colors burn and brightly burst.
Okay.
Look it up online. You got a working internet?
God damn it. No, I don't. I have a hamster on wheels that's powering my internet right now.
Tell it to run faster. Oh, stupid.
I'll just get one of the kids that I had here to get on the wheel.
That'd be effective. I give them some exercise. Exercise is always good.
That's true. Even though I don't feed them, so they're probably going to faint after like a minute.
Well, feed them stuff. Just give them like a protein bar or something, or a banana or some dirt.
Just throw a protein bar.
That's what you gotta do. I mean, maybe give them a worm. Bugs are protein.
A bucket of spiders.
Ew, not spiders. Spiders are gross.
Oh man. Okay, let's get off this whatever topic we're on right now.
Burst and illuminate a world that'll try to bring you down, but not this time. When the sun goes.
Alright guys, thanks for listening to another fun and crazy episode of the Social Underground. Tune in next week to figure out what I don't know. We'll talk about something next week.
Yeah,
Subscribe. Like and comment.
Brighter than a shoe.